What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about some American words that British people hate. Hate? I mean, okay, I understand that there are some parts of American culture that aren't for everyone. But even our words annoy you? I have to admit, I'm actually very curious about this now. So today, I want to take a look at these American words that Brits don't like. And I want to do that by checking out this video by those two Brits about these super annoying, unpleasant, just bad American words that we use. I don't know what these could be, but let's take a look.
What the beep is burglarized?
It sounds...
What? Burglarized? Really? Really? That's what we're starting with? That is so incredibly random to me. What, you guys don't have burglars? You don't get burglarized? I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I'm a little surprised at this one. Do you not use this word? And also, it's not like us Americans are using this word all the time. We're not guilty of being burglars or burglarizing all these houses all the time. What a strange choice for number one. Okay, though, this is interesting.
Sounds like, obviously burgled, but the way they sound it makes it like a chemical reaction.
Yeah.
Like burglarized.
Burglarized.
Like by the time they left, it was like purple or something.
Listening to their explanation for why this word is bad is really interesting, actually, and kind of funny. So, I didn't know this. In Britain, you guys just don't use the word burglarized. What did she say? Burgled? Do you say burgled or... that, to me, that sounds like... I know that's technically a word, but that sounds like, I don't know, something like burping or something. I burgled. That was pleasant, I'm sure. But also, most Americans are saying robbed, like a robber. Someone robbed me. It's a little extra to say I got burglarized. I mean, we do use the word, don't get me wrong. It's just not that common to get upset about.
Is that a thing that Americans say? Or is it just this writer of this book? Because we'd say burgled.
Yeah, and if someone said to you, like, over Christmas, my house got burglarized, like, how would you not laugh? Like,
yeah, literally
in their
at first
face.
start laughing.
You'd just be like, oh.
This is so great. I mean, it's just so fun, like, hearing the British perspective on this, and then trying to wrap my mind around it, because from my point of view... Yes, we say burglarized. It's a super normal word. Most people would say robbed. Some people say burglarized. Sounds like a chemical reaction. I mean, I can see that if you're used to saying burgled. Is that it, burgled? No American says burgled. Although I know that is a word. God, I haven't thought about that word in, jeez, since I was taught it when I was 4, I don't know.
Oh, I feel so sorry for you, but you just said burglarized.
So good.
So funny.
Yeah, no, I just don't like that because, like you said, it just sounds like it just happened.
Yeah.
Whereas if you've been burgled, someone has done the action of burgling.
Yeah, burgled. Okay, so the next one is to do with adjusting to a situation, and it's acclimate.
Oh. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I don't get it. What? Acclimate. I'm gonna acclimate to the situation. It makes you sound super smart. And I guess if you're British, it makes us sound super annoying? Acclimate. What, do you just not use this word at all? Or what's so bad about this?
Feel triggered.
I feel triggered.
So triggered.
I just hate this word.
Acclimate. It's acclimatise.
Acclimatise.
Yeah.
But see, we've gone the other way around. They say
Now-
burglarised,
Yeah,
but
now
we
we
say
say
Acclimatized.
You say what? You say what? And you think we are weird? What do you say? Acclimatized? How? Genuinely, I can live with burgled. I've heard that before. I get somewhere. Acclimatized? I've never heard that word in my life. Wow. That's interesting. We definitely say acclimate, acclimated. I had no idea. I'm flipping this video around here. This is supposed to be American words British people hate or you at least think are strange and weird. This is British words I'm finding to be just mind-blowingly strange. Acclimatized? Like the climate? Like the weather? What are you doing to the weather? What are you tizing?
Oh yeah,
no.
We're such hypocrites.
We're such hypocrites. But no, we would say, don't worry, you'll acclimatise to that. Whereas you guys would say you'll acclimate to that, which sounds so strange because it just sounds like a completely different word.
It's funny because clearly these two British people are having the literal same experience I'm having right now. They're like, acclimate. That's so strange, so weird sounding. And to me, it's like acclimatized. So strange, so weird. So just goes to show you, just like different countries, different cultures. It's all good. Like it's just depends on where you're raised.
Jelly.
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 No,
I'm so wrong.
Jelly? Jelly? This is like one of the most entertaining videos to me. This is so funny. Because it's like, if you're American, you just spend your whole life using these words and you think it's so totally normal. And then it's like, British people, you just come in and you're like, no, these are weird. Jelly? And it's weird to me because I guess I just assumed, wrongfully assumed, that in Britain you guys used some of these words. I know there's a pretty shocking amount of differences between British English and American English, but I definitely fall into the trap of thinking we share most of our language, and I think that is true, except for jelly. Jelly, you put it on bread? Maybe you guys put it on scones, or what do you mean? You can't tell me you don't have jelly.
Jelly is jelly that wobbles in a fridge.
Yeah. The thing you'd have at dinner parties that's just made of boiling water and jelly cubes, and it melts, and then you set it in the fridge. The thing you get out of a jam, the thing you get out of a jar.
They're talking about Jell-O. Okay, let me get this straight. In Britain, that they had a picture of it. Here it is, this little cartoon. This gelatinous blob that you kind of freeze in the refrigerator or whatever, and we call this Jell-O. In Britain, you say this is supposed to be jelly. So what do you call the thing you scoop out of a little jar?
Is jam.
Yeah.
Jam. Interesting. Because we definitely have the word jam in America. I'm not sure technically why we say jelly in some instances and why we say jam in others. I don't know why we use jelly. I'm having a American language crisis. Not sure why. And then we went and invented a different word for British jelly, which is Jell-O.
Because my degree's in linguistics, when people get things linguistically wrong, they're like, you've just inserted an R. I'm like, no, I haven't. I've just got a long A. Is my tongue going up? No, tomato.
You would say...
Okay, this is number 4. Tomato. So, okay. This, for once, it's not like an entirely different word that we have made up in America. It's spelled the same. We just pronounce it differently. He claims to have a degree in linguistics. So perhaps he has the higher ground here to argue how this should be pronounced. I can't say the same for myself. I can only say that in the United States, we say tomato. It is what it is. Maybe we should be saying tomato. I could be convinced, although I don't think it's going to happen. And it's not going to catch on anytime soon. But I'm open to hearing it.
Hey, tomato.
No, tomato.
Tomato. That'd be so weird.
Yeah. And equally, in tomato, you guys would insert a Y.
Tomato.
Tomato. Where's the...
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tomay. Tomay. T-O. To. That'd be tomato. Tomato. But we say tomato, not tomato. I'm desperately trying to defend the American pronunciation. I don't know if it's working.
The Y in that.
It's all just really confusing because I can't tell if you're offering me like a potato or I can't tell what you're offering me.
Yeah.
Wait, so you say potato? You say potato. You do say potato. You don't say potato. But you say tomato. But potato is sort of similar to tomato. Forget it. Who knows?
Imagine if someone's like, go in the fridge and get the tomatoes out. You're like, what are they? You have to quickly go, what am I getting? Because I don't know what I'm getting.
I don't know if it's like this big of a... I mean, yeah, we don't really think about this that deeply in America. We just go with tomato. And if it's almost like a joke in the United States. It's a running joke. If we all know about the pronunciation tomato, we have a saying for it. I don't know if you guys have the same saying. Probably not, because we say, oh, you say tomato, I say tomato, and it means, you know, we have different opinions and ways of doing things. And so this literally has become a phrase in American language. So we're aware of tomato, but if anybody in America if someone said tomato, I would have an immediate reaction like, why are you saying it like that? What are you doing? But if a British person said tomato, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I know what you're saying. That's fine. No problem with that. Okay.
The next one is the phrase wife beater, when you just mean a tank top.
I hate it so much.
It's so bad. Maybe, I don't know, we just wouldn't say that.
Yeah. This is the first one where I actually stop and think about this, and it's like, that is very strange. But we don't think about... I haven't stopped and thought about this word really ever. This is actually a normal word, phrase, in American English, day-to-day use. It's like, oh yeah, they're wearing a wife beater. And you don't even think about what you're saying and how horrible it sounds. It's really a horrible word, wife beater. Wife beater. Beating your wife. It's horrible. Like, we really shouldn't be saying that when I stop and think about it. It's terrible. But you grow up saying it your whole life and hearing it. And some people say tank top. Some people, and then some people, it almost runs together like one word. You don't even think it. You're like, wife beater. Yeah, he's throwing on a wife beater. Like, it's almost one word. Like, it doesn't even mean a wife beater of the wife. Like, but it's bad. It's almost bad that we've sort of normalized it in that way. Yeah, this is the first one where I stop and I'm like, I understand why this is a bad word. Like, this is a strange, weird thing Americans say instead of tank top.
That in the UK.
No, I think remember that I keep coming up with memories that the first time was in English class and we were reading a Tennessee Williams play and we were talking about costumes and someone was like, yeah, Stanley would be wearing a wife beater.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know, it's because in America when we picture some kind of bad, greasy, evil man beating his wife, God forbid, you imagine them wearing like a dirty tank top. So it just started, then it started being called a wife beater because that's what the people doing that wore or something, or I don't know.
And I was like, What? I didn't know whether they were just saying that because he beats up his wife or because that's just what he would be wearing.
I think that's probably where it stemmed from.
Yeah.
Is that guys, the stereotype of guys who beat their wives would wear those tops. So they'd be like, oh, you're wearing a wife beater.
And it has to be white.
Does it?
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, and it does typically have to be white. Like, that is the wife-beating costume, garment. Like, okay, moving on.
The next one is the word pacifier for dummy. I mean, admittedly, the word...
What did he say? Pacifier? For dummy? Okay, so, this is another one I've never heard of before. It's a British word. You call it a dummy? This is the thing that babies suck on. That little thing they suck on. It has many different nicknames and slang in the United States. People call it a pacifier, a passy, a binky, a boppy. I've heard a million different names for this particular word. But yeah, a lot of people say pacifier. Did he say you call it a dummy?
Dummy is a bit weird.
Oh, that's as a dummy?
Yeah. We'd say dummy for a child.
Yeah. I've never heard that before. No American would know what you're talking about. A dummy. In America, a dummy is either a mannequin, a stuffed person, or a dummy is someone who's really dumb. Like, you dummy. It doesn't mean the thing a baby sucks on.
Yeah.
Baby, but they'd say pacifier. And pacifier makes more sense because it sort of like pacifies the child.
Oh, okay.
Why do we call it a dummy? Actually, America, you can have this one.
You can have that.
Why do we call it a dummy?
Yeah, that's such a stupid word.
That's okay, because, yeah, I gave you guys wife beater. You got that one. You win. Pacifier, I agree. I think that's like a fine, sensible word for this thing.
Okay, next one. Pants.
Pants.
I mean, your pants sends any Brit into shock.
Yeah. Pants. This is, I don't know. This is a big one. This is a big one. This is a famous one. Because a lot of Americans are aware that this is different in Britain. Not all Americans are aware of this, just some. But it's just like a shocking one, I guess. And I imagine this is mostly shocking for British people. Because pants, to you, are undergarments. You wear them under your trousers. They're, and people don't see that stuff. And it's like a private, your pants. Whereas in America, of course, pants are just, trousers. They're just things we wear on the outside of our clothing all the time. You talk about pants all the time, normally. It's not taboo. It's not intimate. It's just... So, for us, pants, the word pants is like so boring. It's like, pants, a pair of pants. Like, it's so boring. Whereas for British people, I think it's more like, why are you talking about pants? What, you weirdos?
Or like, I'm going to buy pants, and you're like, why are you telling me this?
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because in America, we would never say, I'm going to buy some underwear. I'm going to buy a couple pairs of underwear. That would be the same as in Britain saying, I'm going to go buy some pants. And you're like, what? Stop. Like, I don't need to know that. Yeah, I totally get that.
No, I don't think I'll ever get used to that one.
No, I won't.
Because then what do you call pants? Underwear? Or
Underwear.
Panties? I hate that.
Panties is too, like, sexualised.
Panties is too...
Yeah.
It just makes me think, like, of, like, little girly panties. Like, oh, it's so gross. Like, just grown-up women being like, panties.
This is like a bonus one. Panties. Yes, in America, that's like it's an intimate word, a sexualized word. Women's undergarments, women's underwear, pants. Americans definitely don't think it's like weird. It'd be weird to talk about in normal conversation. That's for sure. But her reaction, this British girl's reaction, is kind of funny to me.
No,
I can't.
No. Let's just agree that it's trousers and pants. Pants can mean boxer shorts. They could mean panties. They could mean thongs. They could mean briefs. They can mean whatever. So you don't have to specify in the UK.
Fronts.
You just say, I'm buying pants.
Oh, okay. That I actually needed that because I was a little bit like I needed to brush up on like what exactly is pants in Britain that makes it so disturbing that we use pants in such a liberal manner. So anyway, I think with that that's a good place to stop. This was a super fun video actually. It's really quite entertaining for me, even though the video is about American words that British people don't really like, or you think are dumb, or you hate the word, or it makes no sense. It's still really fun for me, from my perspective, to hear about that, and I actually understood some of the arguments against some of these American words, actually. So this is quite fun. If you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like, or leave a comment. If you're British, what are some American words you don't like? Or if you agreed with any of these that they were talking about, that'd be fun to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Britain and learning about British culture, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.